Hey, let's start with a quick Q&A. Can I cook? Yes. Did the end result come out tasting good? Yes. Should you follow this video? Probably not. If you do want to make this at home for some odd reason, I'll leave the ingredients and the full recipe down in the description. The original recipe was taken from this one Thai cooking video, but since I don't think any of my viewers actually understand Thai, I'll be nice and just leave the recipe down there in English for all of you. Stuff that you're going to need to make this: spaghetti, scallops, heavy cream, soy sauce, some kind of grated cheese, butter,
generous amount of volleyball,
seaweed, these orange fish eggs, ebico thing that you find at Asian markets, and salt and pepper.
Dice an onion.
You're definitely gonna need a pot and a pan. Also recommended that you also have a knife, a spoon, and whatever the hell these things are called. Here, get your scallops. Keep the seasoning nice and simple. Kosher salt and pepper on top, and then just toss them around a bit to get them coated. Yeah, that's literally all there is to seasoning these things. Get a pan on the stove.
Start off with the olive oil.
And then crank the heat up to around medium-high. You'll want to get some really nice browning on these scallops, and you'll know when you can put the scallops in, when you can put the scallops in, and it'll immediately sizzle. If it doesn't start sizzling immediately, take it out. And basically just leave them on each side until they get some nice browning on them, and then just take them off as they're ready. Also check if they're don't become as hard as rubber, because hard as rubber scallops are just
Rubber!
Now would be a good time to start boiling your pasta. You want to get some boiling salted water in a pot like this. Then just take your pasta, kind of stir it around a bit, and then just drop it in. Wait for it to sort of soften, and then just use these things to just twist them into the water. You want to cook them for 1 minute less than what the package says. So if it says cook it for 8 minutes, then I cook it for 7. It just gets you better tasting noodles that aren't too overcooked. Start by melting a good amount of butter into the pan. Once the butter is melted, follow it up with your diced onion, and then sort of just saute it around a bit. Keep doing this until the onion kind of turn transparent. Once your onions are cooked, you want to throw in your cream. Then you want to stir the cream around and let it reduce so that you get it to thicken. Because you don't want a pasta sauce that's just milk. You want it to be thick, you know? Now before we continue, I would like to issue a trigger warning to all Italians who may be watching this. Because the next thing that we're going to do is we're going to add a little dash of soy sauce.
I will wipe you the fuck out with precision legs of which have never been seen before on this earth. Mark my fucking word.
I can already hear the angry comments being typed out as I'm recording these lines. But trust me on this one, it actually tastes really good, okay? Just trust me with this one, please. Then you want to go in with your grated cheese. I just happen to have some Gruyere laying around, so I grated that up and then added it. And you could really use whatever you want. As long as you're not using something really stupid like feta or blue cheese, you should be fine for this. By now, your pasta should be fully cooked, so just use these grabber thingies and just pick them up and add them to your sauce. Followed by the scallops that you seared beforehand. And then just mix it around to make sure that the sauce just evenly coats everything. Pour your portions of pasta onto plates. I use my really nice and fancy plates, but you can use your boring plates if you want. I don't really care. Just put them in plates that you'll enjoy eating them in. Top with either ibigo or masago along with some shredded nori seaweed. And just look at that beautiful bowl of pasta. Yeah, that's basically it. You can just sit back and enjoy your pasta now. The creamy sauce really complements the sweetness from the scallops really well, and the noodles are just so good if you cook them right. I can make this in half an hour, so this is the perfect meal for something if I just don't know what to make. This is my go-to meal. It's so fast and it's so delicious, okay? I remember I told you how I told you don't try this at home at the beginning. Yeah, actually, please try this. It is actually so good.